Hello everyone, it's Mr. Maramo coming at you with more science. In this video, we will cover two things. One, why graphing is important. And two, how to actually graph. First, we have to understand when we're trying to answer a question or come up with a claim, we have to gather evidence. That evidence is found through an investigation or when we do our data collection. Types of data collection so far. First, observations using our senses, and second, we've weighed materials and took those numbers of their weight in grams. Once we perform data collection or the actual experiment, we now have to analyze and interpret, which also means translate, what this data means. And when Mr. Maramo talks about data, he's talking about evidence for our claim. Today, we will focus on translating data into bar graphs. We should have out this data table from our investigation on sugar and water weights. Highlighted in green is the total weight of sugar and water before mixing. And you can see it is highlighted in green on this screen to show you the total weight of water and sugar before mixing for 1 spoonful of sugar, 2 spoonfuls of sugar, and 3 spoonfuls of sugar. Highlighted in blue is the weight of water and sugar after mixing. These two rows is what we are going to be graphing in our bar graph. At this time, go ahead and copy this template of a bar graph with the title Sugar and Water Bar Graph. On the x-axis, the line going left and right, you have number of spoonfuls of sugar, and the y-axis going up and down, weights in grams. Make sure not to forget the key. An open circle means before mixing, a filled in circle means after mixing. And here on this line, we have 1 spoonful of sugar, 2 spoonfuls of sugar, and 3 spoonfuls of sugar. The open dot meaning before mixing of 1 spoonful of sugar, after mixing of 1 spoonful of sugar, before mixing of 2 spoonfuls of sugar, after mixing of 2 spoonfuls of sugar, and so forth. And on this line, we have 1, 2, 3, all the way to 20 of grams, weight in grams. To create a bar graph, let's look at your first spoonful of sugar. So 1 spoonful of sugar, the total weight before mixing, and the total weight after mixing the water and sugar. Using my ruler, I made bar graphs using that data. Here, before mixing, we have 10 grams of total weight. And you can see that reflected here. Before mixing under 1 spoonful, I have 10 grams of total weight. After mixing, I have 9.90 grams under 1 9.9 is right under 10, so you can see it is right under the 10 grams. Using your data, fill in the remaining bar graphs of total weight before mixing and total weight after mixing for 2 spoonfuls of sugar and 3 spoonfuls of sugar. Once you are completed, your graph should look like this, but using the numbers you retrieved from your data table. And that, scholars, is how you create a bar graph from translating the data from the data table into a picture.